Today, 3 steps to surviving the sucker punch. In a previous video, Richie and I talked about the tells, the signs that you might use that you're about to get sucker punched, right? The guy turns away, if there's somebody else circling around. So let's talk about what to do when you think you might get attacked. If you're 100% sure they're going to get attacked, or 99% sure, then there's an argument for the preemptive hit. Punch a guy in the throat. Hit him in the eyes, kick him in the balls, tackle him, do something. Trouble is, if I'm wrong, or even if I'm not wrong, but if I punch him in the throat and his windpipe closes and he dies, he's dead, I'm going to jail, my kids don't have a parent. So, you can't go around sucker punching or preemptively punching people who you think are about to sucker punch you most of the time. So what are you going to do? You are here in this zone. Of course, if you can, you move further away. You create some distance. It's not always possible. You're here, you're unlocking your car, the guy's here. Your kids are behind you. Or, you're in a business meeting and the Joe's had too much to drink and you think it might go south. What do? You have to stay in the pocket and you don't want to get knocked out. So, number 1 is awareness. Awareness, awareness, awareness. Be aware that this could happen and look for the tells of getting hit. Number 2, hands up. If Richie throws a punch, just throw a punch. I'm probably going to recognize it about here. It's already moving 30 miles an hour. By the time it lands here, it's going to be moving 50 miles an hour. I can't then accelerate from 0 to get my hands up. It's a losing battle. It's like drag racing somebody who got to start 50 feet behind you, and you only get to hit the accelerator when they pass you. Good luck. Unless you're driving a supercar, and unless it's like a 2-mile track, you're going to lose. It's really hard to make up that time. So number 2, keep the hands up. If I'm here, though, with the hands up, yeah, this is a great fighting position. This is also a great fighting position. Well, not so much. But it tells them. It tells them, like, you're in a fight. Sometimes that might be appropriate, but not always. So how do you keep your hands up without freaking them out? I like a couple ones. I like this. This looks very, very innocuous. This almost looks like, oh, please don't hurt me. I also like this, like, hey, man, like, I don't want any trouble. This, it doesn't look threatening. But this to here, or this to here, is very, very quick. I also like this kind of pensive, like, oh, man, I totally didn't realize she was your sister. I'm really sorry. This is pretty good. It protects the jaw to some extent, and the hands, again, are really close to being up. So, hands up. One of these methods. Here, here, here. Like, I'm so sorry. Not here. This is like already getting more aggressive because I can reach up and grab him. This is like, hey, what's going on? Hands up. Now, when the punch does come, I have 2 more choices. This is the third thing, is movement. Quartering, getting behind the guy, that can be tough against that initial swing. Basically, you've got 2 choices, move closer or move further away. If I stand here and he lands that punch, it's really, really going to hurt. If I'm moving away backwards, this isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing. Step forward and hit me. Even if he lands, I'm moving backwards. It's like shoulder rolling in boxing. I just saw a thing about Mayweather's shoulder rolling abilities, and someone did the math on it, figured that it like cut the, I forget what it was, it might have been like 40% less power behind a punch that lands when you're rolling back. That's huge!
Yeah.
And plus my hands are up. So moving back isn't great because he can run faster forward than you can run backwards. He's going to catch you. So if you move backwards, you're going to have to stop at some point and re-engage. The other option is to move forward. So we're here, hands are up, close. You can either put on the helmet, like we covered in the Surviving Strikes from Mount video, 2 fists on the temple, close the elbows and offset them, one higher than the other. Or I can move into more of a double-handed opening crash type situation. Doesn't really matter. If I'm total jiu-jitsu head, go ahead. Bear hug. Something, right? Move closer. Because he's also distancing off of here. So there, I'm already better. 3 things. Awareness, hands up, movement. Preferably forward, if you have to, backwards. Those should keep you safe against most instances when you're here in the pocket and you're unsure whether the guy's going to hit you or not, and you can't preemptively punch him in the throat.